Lots of adults come to swimming with this very specific belief that screws up their learning to swim. Do you have it? Here it is. If I could tread water, then I would be safe. Have you ever thought that way? Had a little inkling? When we think this way, everything becomes about treading, trying to stay up, not sinking, not panicking. We're working really hard to make those things happen. And then treading water feels exhausting and confusing. And the conclusion usually is, see, I'm not ready for the deep water. But that belief has the order backwards. If I could tread, then I would feel safe. It's backwards. Feeling safe in the water doesn't come after you learn how to tread. Feeling and being safe is what makes learning to tread possible. People try and use skill to create safety, when safety is actually the condition that allows you to develop a skill. We can see this pattern outside of swimming too. Think about going to the gym. People say, if I were in better shape, I'd feel comfortable going. Or learning a language. If I were fluent, I wouldn't feel embarrassed practicing. In both cases, the finished skill is treated like the prerequisite for comfort. But comfort actually comes from having enough safety in the journey in learning the skill. Here's why. Everything has to do with the activation of your nervous system. When someone has already activated their nervous system, the heart is racing, breath is tight, the mind is scanning for danger, the body can't learn efficiently. This isn't a failure of strength and coordination. It's the brain doing its job, trying to keep you safe. In positive intelligence terms, this is the judge showing up. The judge saying, you should be better at this. Other people can do this, so should you. Something must be wrong with you. You should have learned it by now. Do you have some others? That voice that pushes you to try harder, to move faster, to rush the learning, or to be better or different than you are right now. But rushing is exactly what prevents safety from settling in. The first step in deep water is not staying up longer. It's knowing you can pause. It's knowing you can orient your body. It's knowing that there are moments of rest and air available even before everything is perfect, before you know how to do a complicated thing like treading water. Once the nervous system feels safe enough, learning changes. Breath becomes more available, starting with very simple breath, then becoming more complex. Movements become simpler and gradually build in complexity. Treading stops feeling like panic management and starts feeling more like timing. This is why trying to power through the deep water rarely works. You're not behind. You are not broken. You are not failing. Your nervous system is asking you to reverse the old sequence, to make it be safety first, then skill. If you're telling yourself, I'll feel safe once I can tread, consider this instead. What would it look like to learn how to feel safe before you try and perform the skill? Because in swimming, and honestly in life, confidence doesn't create safety. Safety creates confidence. Aloha.